Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. I have prepared a maneuver and in 18 minutes and 20 seconds I will perform a short burn in order to leave Minmus and to return back home to Kerbin. But at first I like to perform a few more experiments with my GravMax negative gravioli detector. And yeah, the last time I did an experiment above Minmus lowlands, but I have already done this experiment so I can complete it. But I like to do an experiment just above Minmus slopes. This would be really interesting, and when I am looking down, it looks a little bit like a slope. Log gravity data, still Minmus lowlands, okay. So I need to continue my orbit. This now may be a slope. Log gravity data, Minmus lowlands. Okay. I like to continue. What is down there? This may be a slope. It's really hard to find a slope. Minmus midlands. Okay. So I can continue. And what do we have over here? Log gravity data, Minmus slopes. Finally, Minmus slopes. Okay, keep the data. And I need now to perform an EVA report. EVA report, Minmus slopes. Oh, I have already completed this and I have already transmitted it or delivered it back to Kerbin. Okay, so I can reset the experiment. I just need to retrieve the data. And well, I can right now enjoy a beautiful view over to Kerbin and the moon. That's great, that's great. And soon, in a couple of minutes, I will start my journey back home. That's also nice. Okay, I need now to... No. Not EVA report. I like to take the data. Very good. And yeah, I think with this, I have flown across almost every biome. That's cool. And here, I like Minmus a lot, and I'm also very excited to see what is the total outcome of my Minmus expedition, because I'm returning right now with 32 stored data, and I think this is a significant amount of science data. So yeah, I'm really excited. As you can see down here, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, that's cool. Okay, only 14 minutes until the burn. There's something else interesting while I'm orbiting around Minmus. Oh, there's some grayish area, but I think I have already tested this. Is this grayish area something else? Something different? I think I need to wait a little bit longer, and now I'm exactly above it. What is it? Log gravity data, Minmus slopes. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So, only 6 minutes to go. Time to get ready for the burn. A very exciting moment. Okay, 5 minutes for... Maybe I should... No, well, I was thinking about increasing the time warp, but no, in the end I'm just overshooting it, and then yeah, no, I will take the time, I will enjoy the orbit. It's very cool to be out here, and so yeah, we can take the time and enjoy it. Okay, how long will the burn take? Maybe 15 seconds or so. So I will wait for the 10-second mark. And 2, 1, full throttle. Here we go, here we go. Here, this is more or less spot on, this is amazing. And we are currently, wow, camera, we are currently flying across the pole as the nav ball is rotating, as the camera is rotating. That's cool. Okay, I need to throttle down and cut the engine. What have I done? I like to bring out the nav ball, close the maneuver node. Kerbin pairs is 154, so I think I will continue my burn just a little bit. 100, 70, 60, 49, 40. Okay, 31. I will do the rest with RCS, 29, 28, 27. Okay, this is the right altitude for my periapsis. Now I'm flying through the atmosphere of Kerbin, and hopefully I will then land at some point. That's cool. and I am returning more or less in some kind of polar orbit. That's also cool. Okay, and I will escape Minmus, or the sphere of influence of Minmus, in 2 hours and 14 minutes. Unfortunately, I don't have enough... Wow, that's a cool view. That's really a cool view of my spacecraft. But yeah, I don't have enough time. I need to hurry back home to the Space Center, because I like to launch the Kolniya orbit satellite, and Kerbal Space Center, or the launch pad, will be soon at the right position, or well, Kerbin will be or will rotate around, and then the Kerbal Space Center will align with the target. I need to launch Kerbin Set B, yeah, that's the right one, with the desired trajectory for my satellite, and so I need to prepare my next launch. Kerbin Set B. Okay, here we are on the launch pad. I'm using once again my favorite space launch system. I just like the shape of it. And yeah, almost there. The launch window is almost there. That's cool. Now we need to do a few preparations. Position satellite in a Kolniya orbit around Kerbin. Reach the designated Kolniya orbit around Kerbin with minimal deviation. Orbit. I'm interested in the inclination. 63.4 degrees. So, if I perform the launch more or less spot on, then I would fly, or I would need to fly at a heading of 26 degrees in order to achieve right away the right inclination. But Kerbin is rotating around, so 26 degrees would be a little bit too much. So maybe I should try to fly a heading of 22 degrees or so. Yeah, I think I will try to fly a heading of 22 degrees after I've done the when I will do the gravity turn, and then I hope I can have right away the right inclination, and that I only need to care for the periapsis and apoapsis. But yeah, we will see. Just a few minutes, we can perform a quick time warp to get closer to the right moment, and as you can see, the desired trajectory has now aligned with the launch pad, and this means I can now prepare my launch. Somehow the throttle is, or well, it's a little bit throttled up. This is always strange. I need SAS. And okay, we have the next launch in 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Here we go. And next launch for my space program. That's cool. That's so cool. And well, I really like these new contracts, these new satellite contracts. I think mostly because these orbit specifics, because now I can really start to plan ahead. I can think about the right launch window, and then I can think about the right heading in order to achieve the right inclination. And yeah, this adds really a new dimension to the game, and so I'm really amazed by this, and I really enjoy performing these new contracts. And yeah, so this is cool. We are now aiming for space, and yeah, I think I will perform once again a quick time lapse to speed up the ascent of my rocket so that we can focus on the more interesting part of achieving the right orbit once we are in space. And yeah, so I think I will do now the set time lapse, but no, wait, at first I need to throttle up a bit. I need to have booster separation, very good. Okay, so now I will perform a quick time lapse as said, and then I will bring you back in once we are inserting our spacecraft into an orbit or so. So yeah, enjoy the ride. Okay, we are now in space, and now it's time to perform the orbital insertion burn so that I can insert my spacecraft into an orbit. And yeah, you can see, or you might have seen during the time lapse that I was keeping a heading of 22 degrees, and as you can see, I have almost achieved the right inclination. This is definitely cool, this is so great. And yeah, now I need just to establish an orbit at first, and then I can start to think about changing the inclination so that I'm really matching the right inclination of my Kolniya orbit. But yeah, it was a success of keeping the heading of 22 degrees in order to achieve the right inclination. And well, this is really a total success, and I'm really happy about this. Okay, I am right now in a more or less eccentric orbit. This is not so good. And yeah, how far are we off? There, first, the ascending node is over there. So, and I'm off by 2.5 degrees, so this is pretty accurate. At least I hope that it's pretty accurate for my very first attempt. And it's the ascending node, so I need to change the inclination in this way. And yeah, this is then lining up with the desired trajectory. This is cool. Okay. And well, I need to perform this burn or the inclination change in the nighttime, so I will enable or switch on my light so that we can see the rocket. I need to extend my solar arrays of the upper stage to keep it charged, and here then you can see up here for the very first time my Kolniya orbit satellite Kerbin B, and this thing is really tiny, and well, it's really strange to have this huge rocket in order to launch this tiny spacecraft. But yeah, I like this still. I like this a lot. I like a lot this launch system, and so I thought, okay, it's great to use it. And okay, now it's time for us to orbit a little bit around Kerbin and to fly toward the ascending node so that we can perform our small inclination change. Okay, we have a beautiful view over to the north pole of Kerbin. That's great. That's so great. It's so amazing to see the landscape passing by. Okay, only 5.5 minutes. And then it's time to perform the burn. Okay, 4 minutes. Getting closer, getting closer. Well, this is also a nice view of Kerbin. It's so cool. Okay, the sun is about to set. And this is a long sunset. This was cool. It's definitely amazing. I like these great views, and the... wow, this is cool. This is so great. Okay, time to focus more on our mission. I need to perform the inclination change. So, full throttle. And cut the engine. Very good. Okay. Now I should have the right inclination. The next interesting thing is, can I fix my periapsis right away? Or do I need to wait? No, I like to have the periapsis. No, I can't really bring the periapsis over to the desired periapsis. So I think I will at first raise the apoapsis to the right altitude. I need to have an apoapsis of 3096 kilometers. Okay, this is quite a distance. So bring it over, and then I need to bring it over there, maybe just a little bit. Okay. 59, just a little bit more. 79. That's so hard to see. 84. Okay, getting closer. Still 84. 96. Okay, this is good. And yeah, I think this is looking really good. Okay, so I've prepared the next maneuver coming up in 25 minutes, so I can do the next time warp to continue to complete one orbit around Kerbin. That's great. Now we can see the South Pole. It's also very amazing. Okay. Orbiting around, there is the desert. So this means over there, behind this mountain range, is Kerbal Space Center. That's cool. That's amazing. Okay. Time to continue the time warp. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1. Easy, easy. Don't overshoot. Okay, now it's time to adjust the attitude of my spacecraft. Okay, and at the 15-second mark, I will throttle my engine up and perform the burn to establish or to achieve my apoapsis. Okay, now it's time. Here we go, here we go. And I like to see one thing. Can I enable these numbers? This would be... Okay, I can enable the numbers. This is helpful. Okay. Now I'm raising my apoapsis. That's good. That's really good. Okay, looking good. Now I can throttle down so that I'm not overshooting. And almost there. 3076. Maybe I should do this with RCS. Yeah, RCS is good. And what is the desired? 96. Just a little bit. 96. Okay, this is more or less spot on. Amazing, very good. I can now remove the maneuver node, and I will set up another maneuver node down here in 1 hour and 30 minutes to reduce my periapsis by 30 kilometers. Okay, this should be no problem at all. I can now perform the next time warp, and we can enjoy the beautiful view over to Kerbin. That's great. And it's nice to see the crescent of Kerbin. This is a beautiful picture. That's great. And yeah, then I think my Kolniya orbit satellite will establish or allow some communication for the south polar region of Kerbin, because it has a very long exposure to this region, and this is definitely cool, and this is a really great opportunity for these, or this is really a good use case for these Kolniya orbits. And wow, it's so amazing to see Kerbin at this distance. That's cool. Okay, 12 minutes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, easy, 2, 1, okay, come to a stop. I am already aiming at the retrograde vector, that's good. Now, I just need to, can I have these numbers? Okay, I just need now to reduce my, or to lower my periapsis to 73 kilometers. Looking good. 80. Almost there. 70. Oh, this was a little bit too much. But okay, I complete the contract. Position satellite in a Kolniya orbit around Kerbin. You have successfully deployed our satellite in a Kolniya orbit around Kerbin. Well done. That's great. Okay. This was cool. This was definitely cool. Okay. Now I can deploy my satellite. There it goes. There it goes. Satellite deployed. Now I can get rid of my upper stage. I don't need it anymore. I just need to continue a little bit the retrograde burn, and periapsis is gone. Very good. So I can now switch to Kerbin set B. And here, this is now my satellite. It's in orbit, and at first I like to rename the vessel because it's just Kerbin set B. Okay, very good. Now I can extend the antennas to allow the communication. Very good. And now I can, oh no, wait, the decoupler has some force, and here, now the periapsis is at 86 kilometers. I like to reduce it a little bit, so I will activate the engine. Very good. Now I can turn the spacecraft around, aim at the retrograde vector. Okay. A very short burn. 76, 74, 73. Okay, now it's spot on. Very good. And now the satellite can now aim at the polar region or at Kerbin. Very good. Okay, now my scientists, my researchers down there in this area are able to communicate with mission control. That's great. That's great. And with this, yeah, maybe with this picture, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you liked this, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Abby. See you!